Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Manchester United.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Robertson. Azar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. In it comes. Cleared away. And that is out of play. Hit into the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Too close for comfort. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's delightful. And he was quick to react. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. It's run loose here. Played out wide. Otto tries to play it through. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Cruyff. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Bastoni cuts it out. Robertson. Cruyff. Messi. Now it's Raul. And this is Torres. And this is Torres. Here's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Cruyff. Mbappe. Manchester United finding their passes. Now it's Hazard. He is through here. Can he finish? They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Robertson. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now, this could be a chance. Robertson gets good distance on it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is a brilliant interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now, there's a fine ball. Out towards the flank. Ball driven towards the far post. And he's there to clear it. He's gone for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Adams gets it clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Looking to play him in. And he's heaved it away. Taken back almost at once. Nicely weighted ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Odo. Now Mbappe. Oh, super fine. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Arsenal may have thrown this away at the death. Ball on the spot. Can he? And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And yes, it's him again.
Number 7, Eden Hazard.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
And that will be it. Arsenal played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Roll! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Rui Costa. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Arsenal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
This is Owen. Tries to play it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Shot a goal! It's in! And they're at it again! Double quick time!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
The goal scorer for Arsenal after 30 minutes is number 22, Raul!
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the
Hello,
stadium,
everybody,
and the
and
players on the
welcome
pitch
to
are
today's
raring to
match.
go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
That is ended up in no man's land. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's come back out to him. It's there! First blood drawn. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Quality ball. Tries to play it through. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Out towards the flank. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's quick to snatch it back. This looks promising. He's found a way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Back into the middle. Robertson. That is good alertness. Nice-looking ball. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's in a great position here. Back to the keeper it goes.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to...
Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a mighty effort! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not...
It's roll! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dunk wins the duel this time. And it's Fernando Torres. Nice bit of trickery. Cafu charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's hoisted clear. Taken back almost at once. And there's the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. the boss will be demanding the same level of intensity
Please
from his
report
team.
to the staff
So I'd expect to
immediately.
see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Number 2, Geronimo Rulli.
Whistle goes,
Number
and
99,
we start the second half.
Anguissa. Coming on the
I
field.
think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Sevilla needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Raul, he's found a way through. Takes a shot. It's in. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Cafu tries to clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Burn. Now he's got space here. Spread neatly. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he shoots! They've done it! And that for him is goal number 10. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactic.
Shoots! And Dijk gets good distance on it.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get on the end of this? Pass somewhat off target. And he's there to get it away. That's the throw. Now it's Neymar. Thuram. He's looking wide. First quarter of an hour gone. And this is Torres. Shot a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Was he just trying to be a little too clever then? I mean, it's hard to say, but one thing's for sure, he needed to stick it away and he knows it.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Lovely, now then, and the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That has not gone well. Kagawa, looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, not quite. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Kagawa. Kagawa! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And they've got rid and claimed it back swiftly. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Added time.
Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Arsenal really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Good challenge, excellent challenge. De Ligt, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well read, nice interception. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Cafu cuts out the pass. It's a lovely, neat pass. Could move up a gear here. That's a shade optimistic. And he's managed to get free. And Torres! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Fernando Torres being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get a...
Can he finish? He scores!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Schneider. Now it's Thuram. Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. He's beaten the last. Shapes to shoot! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net.
Goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And they've got a throw. Schneider. Raul. Now it's Villa. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Tries to pass it through. Now the ball in. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And here's Thuram. And he's running through. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! With so little time left, grandstand finish! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We have got ourselves a game here. Adams
added minutes
kept his
have
eye
been
on it,
indicated.
and he's there. Guardiola with the clearance. And time is up. Arsenal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz
Hello,
in the stadium,
everybody,
and the
and
players on the
welcome to
pitch are
today's
raring
match.
to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year. Which...
And Messi! Off the post! Rijkaard. Messi. Asensio. And it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rijkaard. Asensio, looking to play him in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. David Villa. And the pass is intercepted. In with the challenge. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts. Schlotterbeck is there to clear. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Asensio. Well read, nice interception. Forward it goes. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Torres is herring after that one. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Asensio. And it's Messi. It's a searching pass. Rodri. And here's Raul. He's got away. And this is Torres. Torres! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, it was a confident attempt and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Now it's Torres. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Asensio. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
Please
here.
make sure to watch the screen for
So
an
we are
information
still where we
bulletin
were
from the
at the
regional
beginning.
police
It
department.
is 0-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
In towards the back. Some mighty effort! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score.
It's roll! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Probing pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Haaland. Asensio. Nice interception, well timed.
Bangladesh really are going about things in the right...
Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's been won straight back. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Villa. That is good alertness. Looking for options for movement. Wriggles his way through. Played in by Robertson. Mignon claims it without any fuss.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Messi receives it in a good position here. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Robertson.
Such good technique.
And he's whipped it across. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here. Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rodri. And here's Torres. Knocks it out wide. Cafu. Played in deep. He's there and gets it away. Great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Big chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead. Short changes him with that pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, crack shot, surely! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Law, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Dunk with the clearance. Pele, well seen, saw that coming. Atletico Mineiro looking to pass their way through. He's beaten the last man. Rodri gets good distance on it. Looking for the run. Pele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that's well seen too. That's really well cleared. Pele has created one goal already. And the pass is intercepted. Casemiro out towards the flank. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Arsenal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
Just a
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Is now in operation for your
Terrific
safety.
half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Pull it. Oh, easy pickings there. Yaya Toure. That has not gone well. And he's picked out the run. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Great vision.
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
He has found the decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Big header! No mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It's a pretty loose pass. Raul. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Villa is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Climbs up big! Off the post! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Arsenal go into the lead. An uncompromising challenge. Robertson clears it away. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation.
3 minutes at a time.
Mbappe in the hunt and looking threatening. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Arsenal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Looking to play him in. No way through, so back it comes. Cafu. All driven towards the far post. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Could move up a gear here. Oh, super ball. It's full on! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Caught offside that time. Dunk. Nicely aimed pass. Threads one in. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Arsenal presented with a golden opportunity here. Czech will have to save it here or there's real trouble. And Czech pulls off a sensational save. And that's definitely not his best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard. Pass somewhat off target. Guardiola. Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Here comes the cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Gerrard. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pelé. Now it's Torres. Raul. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Pelé providing an outlet on that flank. Cafu can get it clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he shoots! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And the finish! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Robertson. Nicely weighted ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit
2
now.
added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Torres. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy.
Against
This
Manchester
certainly matters.
United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Oh no, what has happened here? And a chance! Mateus. Looking for options for movement. And this is roll! And that is doing no harm at all. Nesta. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cafu. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, this is a... It's Luis Suarez! They want to be quick to recover this. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. It's a mighty effort! Tries to get it clear. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Great defending, strong and determined. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Can he finish?
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nesta gets good distance on it. Robertson in towards the back. Climbs up big! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that was very necessary. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. He's gone for goal! Just too high.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Xavi Alonso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Nice interception, well timed. Xavi Alonso. Saliba. And it's Rijkaard. Cantona. Now it's Villa. That has been cut short. Fernando Torres, and the shot! And yes, it's there! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now, can they get him away?
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. He gets big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saliba. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Xavi Alonso. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's a throw-in. He's a sharp little ball here. Roll, receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Struck first time. That is decidedly lacking.
Guardiola probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Rooney. Adams gets it away. Rummenigge. And the pass is intercepted.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Serginho. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the gears. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target. That's at the end. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Fernando Torres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license.
Shot at goal! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up.
He's having a go! Off the post! Guardiola gets it away. And here's Suarez. Now who's going to be first to this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Eto'o gets flagged offside.
Arsenal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Eto'o chasing after it. Scholes. Scholes driving forwards.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Tries to pass it through. David Villa. He's had a shot! Now, in he goes again. Long ball looking to counter. That good chance here. Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And it's Scholes. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi has found the net here, of course. Now he's got space here. Chips it through. Good take, and the shot! And he hits the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh no circumventing this opponent.
Indicated.
Played out wide. Robertson. Played in by Robertson. There is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Walking through the gates. Substitution.
So we're into the second 45. Mateus. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Raul. Nagatomo. That has not gone well. And he thumps it clear. Raul. Yaya Toure. Mateus. Now it's Eto'o. Lovely pass, but Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with the corner, they're first. A header! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! A game of thrills all goal square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So, oh, he's been caught napping. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. They want to be quick to recover this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Milan looking to pass. It's Luis Suarez! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well read, nice interception. Plays the ball back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
No luck with that dink over the top.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Eto'o. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Luis Suarez. That is a crunching tackle. And he's there to belt it away. Mateus. And he's there to get it away.
2 added minutes has been
Neuer
indicated.
comes out and deals with it. And here's Torres. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Torres. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Hidetoshi Nakata, I think, will be an interesting player to watch in this, Peter. A great all-round midfielder.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So, a breakthrough already. Rijkaard. Played back into the centre.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good play on the left-hand side here, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Torres. Now it's Raul. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi could try cutting inside here. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Fernando Torres. And this is Raul. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Messi. Might be danger here. Chance, surely! He has done it! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He has found the way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Messi. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Chance! Superb goal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Pete.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Arsenal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Arsenal head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And a chance! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Adams gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Messi with a real chance here. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's in on goal. Oh, well played. He's taken that real... Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Van Bouten. And it's Rijkaard. Danger averted for now. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Look at this. He's having a shot! It's a goal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Xavi. Oh, it's Bebeto. Rodri cuts it out. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's Bebeto. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know,
Fernando Torres tries a shot! Sticks it away! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Cafu, in towards the back stick. Messi wins the duel this time. Xavi, chance here to counter. Nakata, and it's Nakata. Tries to play it through.
Has been indicated.
Bellingham, driving forward. Pass somewhat off target. That's the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Isco. He's the one with the magic feet, Peter. He's the kind of player who can change a game with a single touch, unlocking a defence or creating space to get a shot away. I'm assuming that he's been tasked with being the creator-in-chief here, and you can see him picking out runners and setting up people in that final third.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal.
He's having a shot! And he hits the net. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Borussia Dortmund grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind.
Oh, shooting chance! In for the pieces! He's got away with one there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neymar. Guardiola gets across to intercept that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Villa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is a great pick out. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he's worked it through. Messi. Passing nice and neat. Well, nicely intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Messi. Shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break, and it's very nicely done.
And now he has two. Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Torres. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Triol. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looking for options for move. And a chance! Goal! What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality. Decent chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And again they hit the front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he tried.
And we hit half-time. It is quite a game. Breathless and laced with excitement. That gets things going for the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Guardiola. And he plays one through. He's got away. And Torres! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Van Nistelrooy. Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets. Raul. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against... Big chance! Oh, taken with style! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the shot! That's another chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18, David Villa. Coming on the field is...
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Substitution.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that should get the job done. And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race. Oh, what has happened here? Played into the middle.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Haaland. He is through here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Roberto Carlos taking charge of the dead ball. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Rodri. He's had a shot!
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Guardiola. Played in deep. Defending of the desperate variety.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Trife! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cafu goes long. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And we're done. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately...